Ever wonder if a natural supplement could work like a prescription drug for blood sugar? Berberine is getting attention for acting a lot like metformin, but how does that actually happen inside your body? From improving insulin sensitivity to helping your cells use glucose more efficiently, the science is pretty fascinating. Let's break down what berberine really does, and what that could mean for your metabolism and daily energy. Berberine activates AMPK, the same metabolic master switch targeted by metformin. Think of AMPK as your body's fuel gauge and energy regulator, constantly deciding whether to store energy or burn it. When AMPK is turned on, your cells become more efficient at using glucose for energy, instead of letting it linger in your bloodstream. That's a big deal for blood sugar control. Metformin, a widely prescribed diabetes medication, works largely by activating this same pathway, and berberine appears to tap into it in a very similar way. In practical terms, this means your body may become better at clearing sugar from your blood after meals. You might notice fewer energy crashes and more stable levels throughout the day. To support this effect, pairing berberine with habits that also activate AMPK, like regular exercise or intermittent fasting, can make a noticeable difference. Even something as simple as a brisk walk after meals can enhance this pathway. The key takeaway is that berberine isn't just a random supplement. It's interacting with a core metabolic system that plays a central role in how your body handles energy. Berberine improves insulin sensitivity, helping your cells respond better to glucose. When your body becomes resistant to insulin, glucose can't easily enter your cells, so it builds up in your bloodstream. That's when blood sugar levels rise and energy levels become unstable. Berberine helps reverse some of that resistance, making your cells more responsive to insulin's signal. Imagine insulin as a key, and your cells as locked doors. Berberine helps those locks work properly again. This can lead to smoother blood sugar control, especially after eating carbohydrates. In everyday life, this might mean fewer spikes and crashes, less fatigue after meals, and even reduced cravings for sugary foods. To get the most out of this effect, it's important to combine berberine with balanced meals that include protein, fiber, and healthy fats, which naturally slow down glucose absorption. Skipping ultra-processed carbs and sugary drinks will amplify the benefit. Over time, improved insulin sensitivity doesn't just help with blood sugar, it also supports weight management and reduces the risk of long-term metabolic issues. Berberine reduces glucose production in the liver, similar to how metformin works. Your liver plays a major role in regulating blood sugar by releasing glucose into the bloodstream, especially when you're fasting or between meals. The problem is that in many people with metabolic issues, the liver releases too much glucose, even when it's not needed. Metformin targets this exact process, and berberine appears to do the same by signaling the liver to slow down its glucose output. This helps prevent elevated fasting blood sugar levels, which are often one of the earliest warning signs of metabolic dysfunction. If you've ever had blood work showing higher morning glucose, this mechanism is especially relevant. Supporting your liver's role doesn't stop with supplements though. Getting enough sleep, limiting alcohol intake, and avoiding late-night snacking all help reduce unnecessary glucose production. When you combine these habits with berberine, you're reinforcing the same pathway from multiple angles, which can make blood sugar control feel much more manageable. Berberine influences gut bacteria, which play a key role in metabolic health and blood sugar control. Your gut isn't just about digestion, it's home to trillions of bacteria that affect how you process nutrients, regulate inflammation, and even control blood sugar. Berberine has been shown to shift the balance of these microbes in a way that supports better glucose metabolism. This is one of the ways it goes beyond what people typically expect from a supplement. A healthier gut environment can improve how your body responds to food, reduce spikes in blood sugar, and even influence hunger hormones. In real life, this could mean feeling fuller, longer, and having fewer cravings, especially for high-sugar snacks. To support this effect, it's helpful to feed your gut with fiber-rich foods like vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, which act as fuel for beneficial bacteria. Fermented foods like yogurt or kimchi can also help. When you combine these dietary habits with berberine, you're essentially creating a more supportive environment for long-term metabolic health, not just short-term blood sugar control. Berberine may support weight loss by improving metabolism and reducing fat storage signals. One of the reasons it's often compared to metformin is that both can influence body weight alongside blood sugar control. By activating AMPK and improving insulin sensitivity, berberine encourages your body to burn energy more efficiently rather than storing it as fat. It also appears to affect hormones and enzymes involved in fat storage, subtly shifting your metabolism toward a more balanced state. This doesn't mean it's a magic solution for weight loss, but it can make your efforts more effective. For example, if you're already trying to eat better and move more, berberine may help those efforts translate into more consistent progress. People often report fewer cravings and better appetite control, which makes sticking to healthy habits easier. To maximize this benefit, focus on sustainable lifestyle changes like strength training, regular movement, and whole food nutrition. Berberine works best as part of a bigger picture, helping your body respond more efficiently to the choices you're already making.